side. So Navi starting on the defense.
Okay, fair enough. We have got 2 P250s on Mibr. Big fan of that. See if they could find some early shots. They're already out challenging there. Not immediately getting the headshot that you want from that kind of a play. And the question is, how long do you want to push this? Now, he's gatekeeping that corner while they're letting a Ghazi out, but they don't know, or they don't seem to realize that Simple is down here. That could be real bad. He's flashed into the next corner, but they're not really reacting. They're not checking this pit. So if Simple walks out at the right time, he could end, at the very least, the long portion of this round. He's thinking about it. Yeah, he knows. Now he's going to be walking up. There should be, at the very least, 1 free kill and probably 2. Oh no! He missed up the opportunity, and now they're going to be coming for him, and he goes down in the pit, and the rest of them are coming on catwalk. This is a disaster. Now they're way out in the open. Boomich, he's got almost nowhere to hide. The fact that he gets that kill is big news, but it doesn't matter in the end. Man, that just opened the floodgates. As soon as Simple goes down in pit, that 3-man push on the catwalk just wipes out the people that are on long.
And now, I mean, we got a post-match situation where you're just going to be taking bullets to the head. They know where Flamey is now. Cello going to take that fight because he knows he's got his 3 teammates behind him to back him up. And there will be no surviving this for Flamey. He is going to...
The 2 people up there at the bomb site fall back. They just let them have catwalk.
Sure.
But then it's like a 5 or maybe a 4-on-3 retake or something. And they're going to be fine with that. It's crazy how much just hinges on that one little mistake. And it's from Simple. We normally don't expect it, you know?
And that's why we're so surprised. Anybody else in that situation is like, oh, okay. But because it's Simple, you are shocked. You are legitimately surprised he did not maximize that opportunity.
They just had no idea. They really did not know. I'm guessing they didn't know because there was like a flash when he crossed the first time around. Again, I think it was Yell sitting out there with the P250. They're all grouped up and they're going to just charge right through. And this could be pretty dangerous. Nice early kill, and I think that takes away most of the danger. So, yeah, the Noko with a nice triple entry, and they're gonna power their way through. But again, I mean, it's good job, but it's one of those rounds again. We think you don't know how that round would have looked if the CC on the other side would have got the first kill, and they get trapped in behind their own smoke like that. Bad things can happen, you know. You gotta be careful. But I mean, I don't mind the idea for MIBR. It's fine, you know. But it's not risk free. But nothing is, right?
No, nothing. I mean, it's all trade-offs. In the end, I mean, right now it's a 99 to 1% chance, and I think that's a pretty
yeah.
That 1% is generous. Simple's probably just gonna be saving. He'll keep the Kevlar helmet with the Deeg, and maybe just put him solo B again, leave it B, and rinse repeat until he can get an AWP in his hands here. That's the name of the game right now for Navi.
Yeah, it's got to be right. Hoping to see someone real late into it, but yeah, it'll be a second round for Mibr. Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, that flashbang is actually... I think if that flashbang comes a little bit earlier from the CT side, maybe he swings on it, Boomich. Like, maybe that's his time to go, but... Yeah, a little bit of mistiming. It's fine. Third round, and we're going to see that one Deagle, and then maybe some more upgraded pistols, but not much, I think. Perfecto.
Okay,
chancing an 8.
Puts it in top or dark, maybe?
Oh, Simple is actually just in lower dark. Speaking of which, he's going to be looking for Bolts, who does have an AK, so that would be a tremendous find. The fact that he's even alone out here with the AK, you know, makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that you would have this. Bolts against Simple. And Simple's going to catch him looking the wrong way? No. Still, point blank with the Deeg. It's just, it's such a powerful gun.
Yeah, it really is. And again, like, that could have been the MAC-10 on the Noko, right? Like, he could have been the one out there taking a look. Now, yeah, they're going to just immediately follow it up. A little bit of a gap, which is super dangerous. Oh, no. I think they were gunning for his teammate and Simple. I'd love to see that replay. I wonder how that works out. Ghazi up here, but yeah, coming in with a bit of a flank. And they all... Who I think he ran into a bullet in that previous round, which just sucks, but... Let's just see. Where is he going to take that off? It's all AKs on the T side. Yell. He's just checking that no one is going lower dark, right? Because they did just experience that, and they don't want to repeat that at all. And are pretty much... maybe not quite. I think expecting like a B split here, Navi. Setting up quite heavily for that, in fact.
Yeah, they've got a perfect setup to counter what's coming. Although Yell could put that flash... We could have the flash through mid doors, and there it is, going off. Flamey catches just a little bit of it, but Simple is still alive. Wall bangs.
I lot of... He's going to be annoyed, right? Simple. That pistol round, and the fact that they didn't do so well on train, and then... You know, if you get enough of a bad start here, that's going to start to really compound. He's going to get a kill, but shot down right through the smoke, and that clears the A-bomb site. And they have nothing to retake this with. I mean, they have a kit and a Molotov, but almost nothing else. So normally, right? I mean, you need smokes for the plant. You need to be able to grenade them back onto the catwalk if that's what you're doing, or just even to get a little bit closer to the site. Perfecto's already fallen back. Wild. 4th round here for MIBR. Navi already backing out, and the orb is up here. They can't even, you know, escape with it.
I want off this wild ride where you're the one predicting MIBR and they're playing like the sun does two-handers. I want out of this ride.
Yeah, but you cannot. That's the whole point of the simulation once you're plugged in.
No. Oh, this is just getting a bit out of hand.
We're only doing this so that you slowly realize that none of it is real. Oh man, 4-0 for this game right now. Yeah, Navi can just come back and win this, no problem. So
of course they can, but they need to be supremely confident. I mean, in the last 3 months, Navi have only played against Vitality, Astralis, and G2 on this map, and 3 times against Vitality out of the last 5.
That's really interesting.
So it's just a lot of vitality for Navi. So again, it is kind of this where certain teams are only really playing against other teams, and then now you're asking them to play against a sub-30 team coming from a different part of the world that has a totally different style, and all of a sudden then they're having to learn on the fly. Navi. I mean, granted, there was a map that was played recently of Summit 7 by MIBR where it went overtime against FaZe, and they barely squeaked the win. MIBR. That's one map to go off of, and so it's still a good bit, but it's still you're still having to figure it out on the fly here if you're Navi, and that's by no means easy.
Yeah, and again, they probably weren't that high on the priority list for Navi either, right?
Exactly. They're probably, I mean, Navi are probably just thinking liquid.
Yeah. So even if they had a lot more data, you know, I mean, maybe they do some work, but it's going to be, you know, probably not the same amount. A little bit of a counter flash coming out for a peek here. The deal on Simple. But already Agazi's taken 1 kill, and there's going to be 3 people fighting Simple. Wow, they're so aware. Look at how well they're playing this in the middle, giving really almost no chances. Now, Agazi will give a chance right here. I'm sorry, I set him up for that. That's mean. Electronic, he's got the AK, and I mean, a pretty good double kill for him, right? That's super respectable. I don't know if you could have expected him to do much more than that. And now the question is, can Flamey and Simple somehow turn it around? Yell is covering the middle, so now I think that chance has probably gone away. Yeah. But MIBR in the middle, like that early, the early awareness to look over the smoke, to not get shot in the back, like those are some pretty good signs.
They've also been having to survive in the chaotic realm of qualifiers, which is about as cutthroat as it gets. And you really need to know your stuff when you're going through these qualifiers. Again, right? There's a difference between being a top 20 team in the world playing against the same teams over and over again, to being, you know, the up and coming team having to fight through online qualifiers, having to fight through these smaller tournaments where you don't play the same opponents over and over. You're constantly changing. You have to have a very thoroughly thought out game plan to cover everything, all of the possibilities. And so clearly MIBR right now, they're ready. They are not going to get caught off guard by what Navi has in store. It's Navi who have to come. No. How can you doubt a man with hair like Boltz's?
Yeah, that's true. You know he's destined to do something. Something great. Oh, timing. It's fine. Just timing shot. Perfecto is on his own at the B-bomb site, and they do kind of divert. I actually thought they were going to run for it. I think they double-naded right away. A little bit of a cheeky boost, and one on the other side. Oh, this is real dangerous. I was going to say for the T side, I think that could have easily ended badly. But they survived the scare, and I mean, pretty heads up for them to, again, not just walk straight into it. It's just a lot of small little things here that are saving MIBR in some important scenarios, right?
Well, I mean, the thought process to go for the boost themselves into lower, come on. This is sick. It's all lining up right now for MIBR perfectly. Navi trying to change it up. It's not like Simple goes for the boost every round on Catwalk either. But Navi trying to change it up, and MIBR, again, a step ahead.
And I'm sure, to some extent, right, that, you know, Navi doing that is just like a little subtle way of saying, let's just try and find that one early kill. Like, let's not overcomplicate this. All we really need is a 4 on 5, like, where we have the man lead, and then we're going to be good. But it's sort of proven more difficult than even I would have expected to get that lead at the moment. Bit of a smoke, forcing out the counter nades, of which Navi have almost none left now, right? They have 1 smoke on Simple and some flashbangs, but that is it. So if this B-bomb site falls, there's not going to be a retake. They just won't have the nades for it. Some random shots coming through. Oh, this is dangerous. Cello He's at the edge now. He's actually pushed out. Smoke has disappeared, and he should catch it. Oh, Flamey! Lucky to be alive. He probably should have been dead. And now Simple is going to take down the Kano over on the other side, so it's looking a bit better this time around. But I can't believe it. That round is just on Cello, essentially missing a little bit of a spray on a jumping target. If he gets that, I guarantee you it'll destabilize this entire A defense, and that's what they wanted, right? MIBR didn't actually want to hit the B bomb site. They wanted to snipe one kill in B and then just walk right out. Oh, he's making this a little... And Navi are on the board, so we gotta remember that. 5-1.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here, but here's the change of pace.
Yeah, they're going to go quick, out, long. A lot of flashbangs there. Pretty good trade for Perfecto. He's trying to relocate himself. He would love Boomage to stick around and help him out. And yeah, he's going to throw in, I think, a little bit of a Molotov to try and segment them. And Kano pushed forward. Perfecto is finally going to be going down, but Simple also finding a kill in the middle on Yell. So, I mean, favorable trade at the end for Navi. And now... Previously, on all of the maps we've seen so far, this is where MIBR really try and slow it down and maximize what they can do being in a 2-on-3 like this. So, kind of expecting that here. Cello. Oh. Looked like he wanted to crouch past with his head down, but decided no. And they're going to go towards Flamey. They have really no grenades left. So there are like a couple of things that can go wrong even after they take down Flamey. One of them will be crossing against Simple. Like, if they let's say they turn this corner and shoot Flamey through the car, if that happens, Simple is going to turn around and they can't cover that door with anything. And again, he is Simple, and even though he's been playing like a little bit worse the last couple of maps here, I wouldn't underestimate him. 37 seconds. Let's see how this goes. I'm still a little bit nervous. There's the first initial engagement. Bolt's going to get the kill, pick up the bomb, and try to make the jump. And Simple
Create a wall if they want. They can get that smoke down to make it easier for Perfecto to get into pit, or they can just rely on flashes to get Perfecto around. What? That was so close.
Yeah. Flamey was there as well, with an orb on the other side. But no, you're absolutely right. Like, that's an evolving metagame all on its own. I still think it's probably going to be favoring the T side overall. Flashes through. Oh, no! He just catches the timing, but the Molotov forces him back out. Now, that is some chess going on in the middle, isn't it? Just moving their pieces around. And in this case, moving the other team's pieces around with the Molotovs. Imagine if you could do that in chess, if you could move the other guys.
And then moving them around in pieces after shooting them with an op.
Probably, yeah.
There you go. Just,
onto the wheelbarrow. Just... get them out.
Bring out your dad.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring...
That's what I had in mind, actually. It's not bad.
Yeah, this is going to be the...
telepathy going on the...
Listen, Andrews, we spend enough time together.
It's true.
And,
that's how it works.
we don't need words anymore. We're deep in the simulation.
Perfecto, he doesn't need words. Well, he does need words to call for backup, but he needs bullets more than anything else. Maybe grenades on top. Oh, that is a nice grenade. Big double kill. That is huge. That actually buys his team a bit of a chance. Now, this time they have smokes for the cross, but they're really, really a little bit worried about it. Yep, throwing the bomb over, back for the plant, but I think Perfecto may have just saved his team. Now, tiny detail. It's a double up retake. Now, I mean, it's simple, so maybe that is fine. You know, we've seen him do that many, many times before, but you still want to be careful about retaking with those orbs. Flamey is holding alone in middle, and the other two are going to be retaking from upper dark. And a couple of flashes here, Simple. He's going to be set up with one of them. Are they going to try and counter flash it? Just showing themselves, and it's a headshot, and it is still not enough. And now Cello, he gets the one. Simple trying to go for the refrag. He's taking a lot of damage, and he gets it anyway, picking up the AK-47. And that is going to be the round for Navi. Really well done, and most especially well done for Perfecto to get that double. Otherwise, I'm not even sure they try and get close to this, but that makes it 5-on-3, or 5-2-3. But you obviously have to coordinate that beforehand.
And then you have to hope that they remember in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, that's true. That is.
But I like that idea.
I don't know if it's actually worth it or not. Again, Yell just looking for the lower dark, tunnel. He's not doing anything else outside of that. Obviously, he's got a Mac 10, so he's not sniping the middle, guys. That's not happening. Simple is up there. Electronic is going to join him. Are they going to go for the same kind of a boost, or maybe not now that there's a bit of a flash? All right, Simple.
Simple likes this spot though. He will just camp out on catwalk here at this angle. The boost isn't something he always goes for, but he will play from this position a couple times.
Yes. Now, look at the recovery that's being forced in here by Navi. It's actually really cool, right? They've got MIBR very low on economy. If they win this round, I think they're going to tie up the game, and then I think Navi are going to be right back into it. Nice little, just easy setup there, and Electronic taking down Cello with no chance for any kind of a return. Looks like they want to go really quick out through middle for another B split here. Simple. He's hearing them. Is he bold enough? Oh, there's another smoke. So he can't see them. He was. And Flamey is going to get overrun. Bolts burning alive and nearly going down. It's just trading all over the place. And it is not
good. Whereas now MIBR are going to start feeling like they're letting this lead slip through their fingers. 5 rounds in a row for them, but now it's going to be 4 in a row for NAVI, and looking very likely that NAVI managed to tie it up here against an anti-eco.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're dead on, right? Like, you feel like 5 rounds, right? It could have definitely been. I think especially that round against Perfecto, where, you know, that's one of those rounds where you think, man, that's ours, and instead it kind of doesn't work out that way. NAVI have not really built much of a bank, you know, even though they've been winning these last 4 rounds. So that's like the one upside I think for MIBR at the moment that they could think about, which is also why this kind of a round is really unfortunate.
It's going to be back to the fast A take here. Flash out. Smoke hasn't bloomed yet. It is going to be raw.
Wow, everyone was quite flashed there. Deep nade. He's trying to put up something. Cello's still going to burn alive. Yeah, he knew that more grenades were coming. And now Bolt's just standing in the middle of the whole thing. But a 1-for-1 trade out long. That's still going to be pretty decent for the T side. Taking a fair bit of damage on Nagazi and Bolts. I guess that is unfortunate. But I don't know. I actually think NAVI are decently good at holding that long, you know, long position. I feel like a lot of teams fold to that.
And they are really good about getting those nades into house as well. So if you're even a second off, this is what happens. You're just going to get pummeled by that defense over long. So if NAVI decide to go for like the full nade protocol out there, it can get really painful really fast. It's looking like we're going to get a second bite at the apple. As they're going back out long, Anders. And for now, Simple is posted up on Catwalk. He could have a say in a moment here, but Electronic is going to be the first point of contact for NAVI.
Yeah, so... this is interesting, right?
I like it because you can just give up long and play from Cat.
Yeah. And I mean, he has a Molotov, right? So he can actually force them... They're obviously going to smoke the cross, but he can force them to not be able to go like straight up to the ramp, and they only have 27 seconds. Like that Molotov, oh, he's just used it down there. That is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, he's setting up a smoke. He sees what is coming anyway, and yeah, there's the wall. They do jump right before. That is mega dangerous. Now they're on the other side. 15 seconds. They need to clear out Simple. It's not going to be the kind of... How does he even see that? I couldn't even see what was happening then. 8 seconds on the clock, and that bomb, it's being attempted, jumps in front, and they nearly get it. Just even jumping, Perfecto nearly saving this round. Now it's a 4 versus 3, and MIBR are in so much trouble. They just can't even hide anywhere. They have a very late smoke, but Simple has a deagle and a AWP, and that is plenty enough. Great retake, losing no one. Simple with the triple. He's here to play now. He's 14-5. He is tired of losing this match.
What even is that? All right, let's see this. I mean, already I love that he's putting the smoke down to give himself a place to hide from mollies. Like one, he just barely spots the movement. That's so sick.
It's outrageous, isn't it? Shooting him through the box. What a god.
Definitely mounting on the MIBR side.
You know, think about what his choices are outside of that. It's either moving into the corner. I could find one. That'd be exciting.
Wow, he jumped up fast. He was down around like 60 ADR a couple rounds ago, and now he's at 95.5. It's like, okay then, 11 kills with the op, 2 kills through smoke. Simple is just definitely lighting up right now.
That's a little boost there for Agazi to try and look over. You do a lot with that, obviously guarding the longhouse in case they try and push, but yeah. Very hard to stop Simple in this move, you know? Oh, Boomich absolutely sees it coming. Agazi wanted to be a little bit greedy there, so now it's a 4-on-5. That's a nice play for Boomich. Haven't been saying his name too much in this game. That was his 4th kill. So that is why. But, yeah, all it takes is like one round, you have a little bit of a say, you start to have a bit of an effect. Could have even more of one now. He's hiding at the edge of the smoke. He's waiting for it to fade, and he should have the advantage. Although he's got the M4 and not the AK, so might be tricky nonetheless. And if he dies, some pressure could be on Simple, but we'll have to see.
They need to be aware of this, though.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to go check it. And that is the bomb down, so you might as well go. You're not going to be winning anything falling back from here. And Simple is now also covering the crossfire, so taking down the Noko. Yeah, there's not much left they could do right here. I think they definitely needed to jump Boomich in that very second. So 7 rounds in a row for Navi. This is a tremendous comeback. I'm really impressed.
Yeah. This is Navi really just coming into their own, and it's MIBR kind of struggling. And again, in these pressure situations, this is where you start making mistakes. This is where you start hurting a bit. But you have to be aware of Boomich lurking around Longhouse like that. It's kind of like a Mirage Ramp or Mirage Palace. Like, Boomich just has these spots on CT side where he just loves to play aggro and just sit and wait. And, well, Long A is one of them where he will just camp outside of Longhouse like that. Staying alive, keeping that AK in play. He's got enough money for nades, so he's not too concerned about that.
Man, he just catches his shoulder.
That's so nuts.
But yeah, I mean, like, good job on Boomich. This is really, really important, right?
And it's also just bait. They know it's bait because...
Again, that's going to drain your energy a bit, right? And you still don't have an answer for what to do about Simple and the fact that he's just unstoppable right now. And it's a double AWP setup, so even if you hear the AWP go off somewhere, that doesn't help you, right? If it's just one AWP, yeah, you know, you could like try and shoulder peek out a shot, and you could be like, hey, he's on this side, guys. You know, let's set up for a quick something else somewhere else, right? That's not really happening here. And Navi are expecting something like a B split, so let's see how right they are about that. Simple, good chance, but he's actually going to go down. Cello managed to find him. Now it becomes interesting, because that actually confirms this B split attempt for MIBR. What they don't realize is that Flamey and Fucked are still in here. They might think it's just a one player like it normally would be, so how confident are they going to be? Nice. HE and AWP simultaneously, and now they get a little bit trapped in the middle. Agazi and Bolts trying to take the bomb site. Still, Bolts just angling around, and Agazi's up in the window, but he hasn't found anyone yet, and Bolts is going to get shot down. Cello in the middle, and still a 2-on-3, and they're so slowed down now. They don't know it, but they could go to the A-bomb site with 40 seconds left. Oh, this round is...
Boomich realizes that he's cutting to lower dark now to see if he can cut them off. He's already blocked off mid, so now if they come back through these mid doors, Boomich is here. Boomich just needs to sit and wait.
And that's what he does. It's a good job taking a kill and leaving Agazi trying to hunt him down. 20 seconds. Oh, a little bit of a failed jump. So he's at least going to get a bomb plant. Again, that's pretty important right now for MIBR. They at least don't want to be, you know, going into any of these last rounds with no money. Now, whether or not he can clutch it, well, let's just see. He's got the AWP, and he's going to smoke it off. AI says 75%. That's not bad.
Yeah, he has an AWP, 1v2. They've separated. It's not going to be a buddy system.
Yeah. Can he catch a kill here early? Flash does nothing. Does bait out a shot there, so that's a pretty good shoulder. Now it's revealed that he's down on long, so he knows where they both are, and that is certainly going to help him out. A little bit of a jump. Oh! They nearly lined up, but Perfecto cruising right in for the headshot, and then it's going to be Navi to pick up the round. 8 in a row. And yeah, they're just continuing the comeback.
Dude, Anders, they did nearly line up. That got a bit too too scary. That would have been
worse, right? This round was one of the more winnable rounds, but other than that, I think Navi have pretty much locked it down. So if they can get up to like 10-5, man, they've set themselves up so well to survive the MIBR scare. So yeah, that's what they're gunning for at the moment. MIBR hoping to get another 2 rounds here, make it 8-7. Try and I mean, that would be nice for them, right? Slow Navi down before we get into the second half. Don't let them walk away with 10 straight rounds.
Simple's back up on catwalk now, and Molly's gonna go force him back. Okay, so that's the first step to getting cat control. Simple can now play from Kenny S, from Fox, whichever, however you want to call that spot, watching down,
depending on how old you are.
Yeah.
Bolt's holding upper dark, which interestingly now we haven't really pushed that much, right?
So there's the following flash. Protocol is good here for taking over catwalk now. Simple has to fall back, and you can get the flash onto him here to force him off this angle.
Oh, this is, I mean, and that is all the basics for the B split, right? That's what it looks like at the moment. And this time, I mean, it's with no one in CT spawn. It's with Flamey and Perfecto inside. I mean, this would be a good round to B split if you're MIBR. And they've been so close so many times, you could even kind of understand why they want to do this. 45 seconds. Let's just see. They're certainly thinking about it. There's the smoke on catwalk as well to sort of keep people over, keep them honest over on this A site. You want to try and be doing that. Cello, he's making sure that no one peeks in front of the smoke as it goes down. And then they're going to try and make a run for it, but they walk right into Flamey, and that is a big opening. Now the rotation's going to be coming in. They need to be swift here, MIBR. They lose another player in Bolts, and Flamey guarding the window now at the back of the site on his own, but Yell is holding middle, and unless Azazi can actually get this, it's not going to work out. Nice shot from Flamey.
That is clean. But the first one where he just gets to sit, hold that angle, there's nothing to force him off that corner. Flamey is feeling it, dude. Here we go. The disrespect from Na'Vi. Do we get a perfect round?
Don't throw away the streak, though. They got 9 in a row. Don't be too aggressive either, right? 4 on 4, that's fine, whatever. Simple's in lower dark. I mean, they might be checking it because of the early kill there. But then again, if you're stressed and you just lost 9 in a row, maybe you don't. And I think that would be real bad news. Wow, that was a nice shot out of Flame. It's rare you see that kind of thing.
So sick.
Now let's see. Cello up here. Straight shot to take down Flamey. That's pretty good. I know. Sorry, man. Simple. And Boomich, he's gonna... If Cello comes through, Boomich gonna have all the advantage. Yeah, Shadow showing, and he's not even doing anything. He's hoping that more will show up. And inside here, it's Perfecto sniping them from middle. And Simple is gonna be just right behind them. He's walking up with the AWP. That's gonna be a free kill. And Yell can even get away in time. He's shooting right at the edge. But 50 seconds here for the 1 versus 2. He's at least going to get the bomb plant, so that can put some pressure on. But this is not easy. Boomich is right on the other side. Could almost just be walking through. The smoke is going to be going up. Does he challenge it? He looked like he was thinking about it. Instead, I think he's going to get flashed in. There's a perfect flashbang. Yell, how is he not dead yet? Boomich, did he also get flashed? Because I think he should have been gone. And he will be anyway. 10 straight rounds in a row to close out the half with in favor of Na'Vi. That is definitely a message.
That stuff involved Flamey popping off with the AWP.
We don't, yeah.
Simple utterly dominating.
There's mostly lockout involved, I think. But, I mean, listen, Na'Vi is supposed to be the second best team in the world, and you know, you could have questioned that at some point here, but you start to see this kind of play, and just the pure raw talent of between Flamey and Simple in that first half. Wow. That is hard to stop. Now, they are set up for a potential B hit here, and that's pretty good, but it's still basically a 5-on-3 over on this side, which makes it not easy at all. A little bit of an early flash. I think getting a little bit scared in the middle. I can't blame him for it. And now they're going to go check out the catwalk. In the meantime, the bomb is still in lower dark. And Mibr, they've just lost 10 in a row. They have got to be very hungry to win this pistol round. And if they don't, I mean, who knows if they will even get anything set at all in this second half. Here they come out the middle. The great game is on. Oh, just continuing into the window. He was just pre-firing that. And that is the B-bomb site done and over.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Shazzy in the middle.
Bomb has been planted.
It's just burst fire, toying with him. Jump on top of the box. You know you want to, Boomich. Just a little quick jump. But yeah, obviously the retake. I mean, we're not even talking about a retake. We're just talking about some sort of a fight in the middle before the retake. So it never gets...
Maybe a fake. You kind of have to worry about this a little bit on Mibr. And then you clear out catwalk and then just go exploding out through mid. It's really good stuff. A lot of damage with that HE being dealt to Na'Vi, though. They got softened up quite a bit, so they'll have to be careful on long. Now they're going to be pretty vulnerable to deagles.
Yeah, ouch, that hurts. I think was it 2 landing out there? I think it might have been double.
Painful.
Yeah, they're not going to be enjoying that. Now everyone's on the A side, including the scout.
Ooh, yeah, and on catwalk no less. You're going to have what, 3 guys there? This is going to be fun. Na'Vi are going into the one place they do not want to go. Do they realize this? Do they have any way of realizing this?
No, not currently. I mean, if they follow through, even with a 5-man stack when you got pistols like this, I still think, oh wow, you almost just got shot through the smoke. I still think it so much is on whether or not you actually get the first kills when it really happens. Because 5-on-5 with AKs versus Deagles, like I still kind of think, or Galils versus Deagle, I still kind of think it. A lot of it is on that opening. Perfecto goes down, even if they got the early kill there. Na'Vi, 45 seconds on the clock, and they're edging their way closer. The bomb is all the way up at the corner. Electronic is holding middle, which is probably good news. He could maybe sneak in a kill there. And now we just need to cross and get that bomb down. Electronic, yeah, free kill for him.
Standard.
Danoko not really aware or not really thinking about it. And now 25 seconds. A little bit low on time. I'm not too happy about this. Got to be careful that you don't end up getting a shot while you're planting the bomb and from someone jumping. Bolt's only good for the 1 kill, but we're down to 15 seconds, and well, not much he could have done there. I think even getting the second one.
So, tried and true anti-eco strategy. When you have the superior firepower, just stick together as a group, and you'll win out. You will just... the idea is that you constantly trade your way onto the site, and if you receive guns, you're not giving it over to your opponents to use against you. And so Na'Vi, very solid work there, but This is 12 rounds in a row for NAVI. Not something we get to say every day.
No.
Not often you get to see 12 rounds in a row for a team.
I actually can't remember the last time that's happened either. 22-6 is Simple right now. So, you know, again, just the contrast from how he got started even on this map to where it is now is pretty outrageous.
Yeah, 22-6.
It's like a recurring experience for me watching Simple play. You feel like it shouldn't be a surprise, but yet every time I see it, I'm like, wow, for NAVI. Wild. Absolutely wild.
Trying to get a grip here on where... yeah, okay, so Simple was going to post up in mid right now, trying to look for that shot. A little bit late, not the best spawn for long. So Flamey is going for the delayed kind of peek just to get some info here and show some presence for MIBR, keeping them honest with this defense. And this is about as bread and butter kind of cookie cutter as you can get for MIBR. Yell posted up on Catwalk with that AWP, just hoping somebody's going to walk right into it. And one flash could force him off of there and open it up for this B split quickly here. And Electronic, he's making it look like it. There's the shot, there's the drop. Pretty sure he heard that.
Yeah. Well, now he knows. Good little counter smoke. I mean, it's not guaranteed that they're going to respect it, right? And it's also at a minute. I don't know how long they want to wait now. Look at Shaz. He's pushing out of long. Agazi. He's on it. Oh, the counter flash coming out. But that might have been a team flash, actually. It doesn't matter. It's still going to work. And Flamey's holding middle, so even though the start of that wasn't that great, they just instantly make it work anyway. 3-on-3, doesn't matter, and they're so far away. Actually, Agazi could pick up Simple here. I still think they can't obviously turn it around at that point in time, but yeah, it's going to be fine. Ooh. Yeah, that's wild.
Nothing but fades.
So Boomich comes through. Yeah, that's the trade they needed. Great double kill there.
So sick.
But I mean, that first guy goes down, flashed, coming through. I mean, there's a chance everyone who's coming through that smoke just dies, right? If you just get the spray, so pretty tense. But the setup for the round was perfect, right? It's everything that we were talking about in the first half. You push the CTs back on Catwalk, and you set up all the smokes and you go for it.
3 kills per round. I mean, you know, Simple's doing work. He's doing good.
Since it must be very, very frustrating to experience us, you know, being on the other side, thinking, why is he just so good? Electronic, that's a beautiful entry. That's everything you want from getting out long. And now Bolts, if he stays, he's fighting pretty much 3 people. If he falls back, yeah, he's giving up that part of the control. Oh, they do line up for him. That was nearly perfect. But at the end of the day, you know, 4-on-3, Danoko's now trying to sort of make up for this loss by pushing out into upper dark, which is really cool.
Which is the must, but then Simple is also posting up here in mid, and so he could hang around and just wait for this kind of play.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's the trouble if you're at Danoko, right? We saw that with Bolts on Train. When you're doing this kind of a move, the trouble is usually knowing when to stop. You know, getting the first part, yep, that's great, but if you keep pushing the envelope, eventually you're just gonna get wrecked. So he is getting very, very deep in here. So all of this is just super cool right now. Yell and Cello still need to stay alive and maybe buy a little bit of time, but the fact that he's made his way so close up to long, it's setting up for a potential round. And I mean, again, they have one in 14 rounds, so they don't even know what that feels like anymore. 40 seconds, and
woohoo, that's his timing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a tiny gap, I'm not sure. Nade on top, he's gonna walk straight into it. He got his face blown right off. I need a replay of that. And Simple now at a 1 versus 3. They should win this round. They've got it lined up. There should be absolutely no way here. 25 seconds, no bomb plant, and yeah, they're hiding inside of the smoke. It's gonna go away eventually, so they'll have to fight him one of these days. Oh, there's one! Can he get the second? He stands up, he takes him down. Now 10 seconds on the clock. And Cello's right down with front. Simple. He's just ice cold, waiting for it. He does scope a little bit, and yeah, he knows now. Cello, he's not coming in from that same angle. Does he have what it takes? He's just behind the box, and he's got to be feeling so pressured. Simple, does he have any mercy at all? Is he going to give him a chance? He misses the shot, and Cello will take him down. A triple on him, and he has a kit. He can win the round. My God, nearly a 1 versus 3 for Simple. Everyone in the world watching would have felt that. We all knew that could happen. And he
just starts, you know, swinging wide, because otherwise you can play behind on the site and just play for time, right? But no, Simple decides to step out there, and he's just saying, I'm going to hit the shot. And just like there.
Yeah, he's back for more. By the way, that was, you know, that was like a disappointment. And it's like, God, I couldn't even win the 1 versus 3. What's going on? Like, seriously, he's got different standards, I guess.
So
He wants to continue. And now he is just gonna battle them. He says, yeah, you can win 1 in 14 rounds. That's all. That's what we'll let you do here. It does finally go down, but it's a 3-on-3, and they have the B bomb site. They just need the bomb, and it's showing up eventually.
Yeah. Electronic makes it out in time. That's just unfortunate.
Chillo had didn't even occur to him that someone could have been there.
Yeah, that's just a tough one. And you hear your stomach drops.
Oh, I mean, they should save, even though it's outrageous, because you know you're going to be saving into trying to fight overtime by winning, you know, 9 rounds in a row. It's just like, but I actually think they should just do it anyway, because what are they going to do? Like, the Noko would have to try and just charge through and kill 3 people on his own, with bolts backing it up with an AWP.
Still, I mean, I like those odds. 4% if they went for it. Better than 1.
You like those odds?
It's better than 1.
I don't know. Well, that I can agree with.
Oh, man. This is really just simple establishing dominance. Like, okay, fine. I missed that shot in that clutch. That's unfortunate. And now I'm going to go ahead and
yeah, and again, like,
destroy you.
Just to you know, to say that's not really the fine. Getting the kill over against someone like Simple at the moment is probably pretty suffocating.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Electronic spots the man getting into pit. Flamey. Is he gonna get out? He does get out, but that HE.
Yeah. Wow. They just almost lost 3 people just to the power out here. Can't believe Boomich is alive. Yeah, 4 and 5. I mean, it's not like Bolts and Yell took no damage. So Yell must have been in the middle though. He has the AWP, so I'm guessing he got legged by Simple somewhere. All right.
That's just the crapshoot of taking over long as T side or CT side. It just feels like on the CT side, you're committing so much to taking over long, and you better hope that you get that guy into pit. Whereas on the T side, it's just like one flash. Look at that one flash, and Electronic can't do anything.
Yeah.
And you're just, and there are so many nades going in that it really does feel like a gamble, whether or not you're going to get that opening kill.
Yeah, I sometimes think it's like just a flashbang lottery, you know, like
yeah.
If someone doesn't get flashed and the rest do, it's probably done. Now, yeah, are they going to run boost him or just peek at an angle? I'm not sure. Okay, a couple of people jumping. Now they got the AWP up, and that will absolutely shut down Yell, leaving Cello alone. He's going to get the one, but they're jumping him. Oh, man, he couldn't even see that. 3-on-3 in the afterplant here. They're going to make the crossover. NAVI, they've given them a single round to win here, and now they want to end this map and prove exactly why they're the second best team in the world. 3-on-3 in the afterplant. It's very unlikely. 44, 43% there. I'm not even sure that's true. Simple, he's got the lineup into the window, already set up to try and catch anyone coming through, and it's just going to be Agassi. The rest coming through the door, and they get shot down. 16-6. Boomich with a double, and NAVI